we are trying to help really a small scale farmer. I'm sure majority of the people you work with are small scale to some extent, and we sort of want to help them. So especially from a value addition perspective, what is one thing do you think can be helpful to these small scale farmers to help them really earn, a better income for themselves?
See, the extra time what a farmer family has, assuming there is a son or a daughter for a farmer, that extra time is just going in checking reels and wasting time, right? Politics. How much time is that person investing in understanding simple things? Let me give you a few things. How much does a farmer sell his macadamia nuts for? It was a time 20 bob, 50 bob, right? Do you know how much is roasted macadamia nuts in Carrefour? You just have to check on your phone, because most of these farmers, they have a smartphone and Carrefour is online. 1 kg is 1800 shillings. Let's take peanuts. How much does a farmer get for 1 kg of peanuts? And how much is 1 kg of roasted peanuts? Now tell me, is there any rocket science to roast peanuts or to roast macadamia nuts? There's no rocket science. How much is 1 kg of fresh chili a farmer sells? And how much is 1 kg of dry red chili powder? My wife buys it for 1200 shillings a kilo. How much is 1 kg of fresh herbs? You sell it to the middleman. And how much is 1 kg of dried herbs being sold on Carrefour? How much is 1 kg of mangoes rotting on your farm because the exporters just picked what they wanted and they left what is there? And how much is dried mangoes being sold? The difference is huge. 700%, 800%, 1500%. So what do you want? You want somebody to come with a magic wand and come to your farm and do everything for you. So why can't you see it? Let me give you another example, something simple. Taraka Nidhi, I'm growing green grams. Right now the season has started. The farmers are selling their green gram for 65 shillings a kilo. If it's a better quality, 80 shillings a kilo. In Carrefour, 1 kg of dengu is 260 shillings. Packed in a plastic bag. The only thing what they have done is polished it. Do you need polished green grams? You just need to eat the green grams. Yellow beans. They are selling at the farm at 100 shillings max. In Carrefour, it is being sold for 300 shillings. Just tell me what value addition is there. So, we people in Nairobi, here, you're seated here, and you want to see that you want to go to a company which will pay you 50,000, 100,000 shillings. I'm giving you a business idea where you can make 1,000 shillings per day just by selling something to your neighbor. Let's take milk. 1 kg of milk, is it 42 shillings the farmer gets, right? How much is 1 kg of cheese? What rocket science is there to make mozzarella cheese or cheddar? I'm not even talking of high-end cheese where they have got and they keep it in a different way. You just bring some cultures, you have nice, safe things, the cultures are put in a few days that cheese is done. So, the real reason here is that we need to hold hand of each other. You don't have to worry about an NGO, the government and everything, and you focus on this. I've started an initiative right now. For example, last year during the mango season, I sold 3 tons of mangoes from my house, door to door. Navika Kaugari, I am with my wife, some person, because you see, when you go to Naivash, that time I think the mangoes, apple mangoes were being sold for 90 shillings, 110 shillings a kilo. I was selling it for 60 shillings. I was giving the farmer 45 shillings delivered. The farmer was being paid 30 shillings by them. But now these farmers who I was working with them, they were organic farmers. Now I told them, look, I'm doing this to build something, try and see what happens. Most of the people who bought those mangoes, they said, Kumars, these mangoes are some of the sweetest mangoes we have eaten. Because you know what happens. Now, there are multiple problems in the mango industry as well. You see, they have got FCM and they are not able to export and there are many issues. This issue will keep on increasing because in that farm, you only have mango trees. What do you expect? That is not how our grandfather had. They had a mango tree. Maybe they had a different tree around it. Some of a wood, some is for food, fruits. There's a farmer whom I said, why don't you grow guavas? I sold guavas. I sold carrots and beetroots and other things. So I was just trying to with a friend of mine, he has a shop around and from my house. Now I am trying to see how I can scale up. But you see, most of the people, They start thinking from how much money I want to sell 100,000 kgs or I want to make 1,000,000. I'm saying, how can I make my 1,000 shillings? Because 1,000 shillings in my hand is worth 1,000,000 times more than 1,000,000 shillings on paper. Because I've seen that. You know what I'm saying? You see it and you want to do a deal and somebody's talking about a deal here and deal there, and in the end, what you have done is just wasted time. If you are seated with no job, no work, and you've got little money, will you spend money on your clothes? Will you spend money on something to do with your house, or you'll spend money for food? Food is the first thing what you need, right? And we have a very big gap. If you look at the news and, somebody was saying Africa imports $90 billion worth of food here. For example, I was shocked when I went to a supermarket and my friend, he had got a newborn baby and she was buying organic rice-based products for her baby. 200 grams was around 1,100 shillings. And yet we can do all these things here. So there is a huge potential. And if you look at strawberries, I sold strawberries. There is a farmer whom we worked on, and his strawberries, we turned it into organic and natural, not certified, because they have their own things and other things. But he started using our things. And I just told my friends, look, this is a farmer I know, and he has not used pesticides, the harmful ones. He has just used our organic stuff. I was selling from my house 100 punnets a week. People are spending 1,000 shillings in their car just to come. They send a driver and to pick it because people value. So I don't know how you create that.